This is Phil Estes, the head football coach of Brown University football. I've been here at Brown for 18 years, 14, well, this will be my 14th season as the head coach. I have the second winningest number of wins in Brown football history. And we've been able, since we've been here, to win 3 Ivy League championships. Previously, they had won 1. So we've been able to do a lot of great things here with a lot of great student athletes. Well, that comes from the fact that we've had several go to the NFL. We've been very fortunate to recruit a guy like Sean Morey, who played back, graduated in 1999. His last season was in 1998. And Sean was one of the great receivers that kind of started it all for us and put us on the map. And virtually holds most of the records here at Brown. And one of the guys that played with Sean, a kid by the name of Steve Campbell, had 305 catches in 4 seasons. And, was a guy that was just a prolific catcher. He just did a great job of finding where that football was. He wasn't overly fast, but he just knew where the football was going to be and made sure he got it. And that followed him with Chaz Gessner, who, Sean Morey ended up, going back to Sean ended up being drafted by the Patriots and then went on to play with the Philadelphia Eagles and then won a Super Bowl with the Pittsburgh Steelers and then played in another Super Bowl with the Phoenix Cardinals and went to 2 Pro Bowls as a special teamer. Chaz Gessner was the next guy that ended up having an opportunity with the NFL and with the Patriots as well, and was with them and on their practice squad, and then went with the Jets and on to Tampa Bay. And so Buddy Farnham was another guy, and Bobby Sewell, 2 kids 2 years ago that were picked up. Buddy Farnham was picked up by the New England Patriots, and Bobby Sewell was a free agent with the Tennessee Titans. So each year we just had guys that that fit into our system, and we like to throw the football, and we're able to spread it around to a lot of different receivers. Yeah, Brown University is an Ivy League school that is located in Providence, Rhode Island. And we are noted for our undergraduate education here at Brown. The one thing about our faculty, that all faculty teach undergraduate programs. You can have a faculty member that is a Nobel Prize winner like Leon Cooper, and he could be teaching introductory physics. And it's the uniqueness is that you're being taught by the very best in the world. The other thing is that we have what we call an open curriculum. And it really is unique in that I have a lot of guys that will have dual majors. They can major in history and also major in business or engineering in business and a lot of different combinations that go along with it. It is very user-friendly, and basically what we're trying to do is give you an opportunity to, high school is where you picked up your core, and here in college you can be more specific to gear your major to be what you want to do in the future. Well, I think the one thing about Brown University is its campus is very unique. It's up on College Hill, and just in the Providence area alone, I think there are something like 12 colleges, and the uniqueness is that we're on the top of the hill on College Hill, and it's very unique to the Ivy League. The Ivy League buildings, we have a main quad and then satellite campuses around the main quad. But Brown is a very small school. It's 5,500 undergrads, and it's one of those schools when you see the beauty of the buildings, the architect, and so forth, and it kind of has a mixture of the old with the new. Thayer Street is a street that goes right down the middle of campus that you can find all kinds of different restaurants and things like fast food like Johnny Rockets and things like that, and Dunkin' Donuts and so forth. But just down the hill into Providence, you'll have one of the unique cities that is easy to get into and easy to get out, with some fine restaurants, and most notably Federal Hill, where you'll find Little Italy. So there's a lot to offer here in Providence. Well, I think it's, for for me, it's to make sure we recruit kids that fit your philosophies, but more so fit Brown's philosophy. The one thing you don't want to do is try to make student athletes come in here and that don't have the same objectives that you do and the school. So we really recruit players, student athletes that fit Brown, fit the unique curriculum, people that are go-getters, people that want to kind of have a say in their education, and have the kind of confidence to be able to do that. And the same kind of student athletes for on the field is that we want them to be team players. We always say that we don't always recruit the best players, but we recruit the best team. And that's uniqueness to us, is that you really need to fit into our team for us to say that you're a good fit for Brown. Well, what excites me is the fact that we have our all-Ivy quarterback that last year missed most of the season due to injury, and he's back for his fifth-year senior year, Kyle Newhall Caballero, and he's got some very good receivers, needless to say, here at Brown, that he'll be able to throw to all Ivy senior wideout Alex Tankara. He'll also have Matt Sudfield, which he threw to in his junior year, and Matt also missed last year due to injury. Matt will be back, and then two guys that really stepped up last year, Jim Saros and Telef Lundeval. So he's got some very good receivers, and he's got his starting running back, Mark Katchmer, back, who's only a junior, with some fine young running backs behind him. So we feel very good about that, and that's what excites me. Along with our defense, we're going to be very, very strong on the defensive line with players like Clay McGrath, who led the league in tackles for a loss last year, Kyle Reddick, who's a 460-pound bencher, and an outstanding secondary with A.J. Cruz at corner and Steve Payton, who the NFL is looking at free safety right now. So we just have a great group of guys that have played together and really click when it comes to being a team. Well, it's very unique, and what I'll describe to you is what we've been doing, and I think a trend that I think with a lot of the 1AA schools is we're starting to play a lot of night games, which really gets everybody excited on this campus. We actually open up against Stony Brook at Stony Brook on September 17th at night, and then we'll turn around on a short week and play Harvard on a Friday, September 23rd, a Friday night at Harvard. So our first two games are away, but they're also at night. And then we will open up for the second time in Brown football history. We'll play a night game against the University of Rhode Island on October 1st. And let me tell you, there's 5,500 undergrads, and I can almost guarantee you that you'll see at least 5,000 of them will be at that game. But we really fill the stadium. It holds about 20,000. We were at capacity against Harvard, and Rhode Island being such a local team for us, and the fact that we play for the Governor's Cup, it's going to be an exciting game with the stands full. Well, Providence is a great city because it's right on the water. It has its own unique bay and a lot of great restaurants in Providence. It's an easy city to get out of. It's only about 40 minutes from Boston. It's only a couple hours from New York City. It has the T.F. Green Airport, which was newly renovated. The uniqueness of the city is that it's very easy to get in and get out of. They have a thing called the water fires, which they do on weekend nights, and where they have little fires that are all along the river, and you can walk along the riverbanks, which go along the city, and really enjoy a great atmosphere of an enjoyment of a city atmosphere, along with the artsy fires that they create. So it's a great city to go out in. A lot of restaurants, a lot of great places to go out, and not too far from the campus. Well, I think it's part of the whole package. I think to have great receivers, you have to have the ability to throw the football, and I think that the package that we have our throwing package where we utilize, 3, 4, and sometimes 5 receiver sets, really gives an opportunity for receivers. There are some offenses where they might utilize 1 or 2 receivers. Here at Brown, we try to utilize as many as possible in our package. And we do everything from the short game to the long game. We like to stretch a field out. Speed is of essence to us, but we know how to tier the routes and create openings. We don't just throw from a drop back. We throw from quarterback on the move, whether it's sprint out or play action, and just always changing the launch point for the quarterback. And because of that, we've been very protective of the quarterback. And as long as our quarterback is standing, he can throw the football. And so I think it just creates more opportunities for the wideouts. Sure. My name is Phil Estes. I'm the head football coach at Brown University, and I hope that everyone will have an opportunity to come watch us get our 4th Ivy League championship. And the first game will be at home on October 1st, a night game at 6 o'clock at Brown Stadium. So I hope you all can come out and watch us play.